Hi everyone, welcome back to Dramatic Budgets. If this is your first time here, then my name's Lisa and I'm on a debt-free and hopefully savings journey to get rid of what started out as just under £11,000 worth of debt. If you have been with me before, then thank you so much for coming back and joining me for another video. I will just apologise because I've just got back from holiday today, a couple of hours ago, so I've actually put my washing on because obviously I've got stuff to do, so I apologise if you can hear that in the background. There's not a lot I can do about it today, I'm sorry. So today is kind of like a 2-weekly check-in, if that makes sense. Anybody that's been with me before may know that I didn't put anything out last week because I was on holiday. So my holiday started on the day that I would normally check in for the end of the week, and I've been away just over a week, so that's why we've kind of got 2 weeks to check in. I will be honest, it is confusing me slightly because not only have I got 2 weeks worth of check-in, but I've also started, yesterday was the start of another week. So my brain has imploded a little bit because I woke up this morning at 4:30 this morning on the ferry and couldn't get back to sleep either. So yeah, it's just the usual chaos of me. So I will show you what I have left in my wallets from technically week one, which isn't a lot, I'll be honest, and then we'll just kind of, I'll do my usual, take you through my spending and we'll kind of work out the weeks. But I haven't looked at my bank account to make sure that my rollover numbers match like I normally do, just because we're in the start of a new week and because I've been travelling back today. I have spent some money on that, so yeah, hopefully I will explain it all quite well, I hope, in the way through. So food, we have a nice little 3p left. Travel, I've got £1.41 left. Spending has gone completely and miscellaneous has gone completely. And then in the back of here, I have just got what's left in my holiday binder, sinking fund that I used before I went away. So because it's less than £1, I think, that's in here now. Let's have a look. So yeah, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, just short of £1 there. So I'm going to put that to one side because I don't like anything less than pound coins in here. So I will just try and remember which binder my holidays goes into, and I think it's this one. Yes. So I don't think I've got a, there it is. So we will pop that back in, and I'm just going to zero this out because we've used it. Today is the 13th of the 6th, so we're just going to zero that out, just because it's easier for me to do it that way, if I'm honest, because I've spent it on a few things. So my spending, so we are actually checking in for the 2 weeks. So the first week was the 29th to the 4th, and then we're also going to do the 5th to the 11th, which I keep thinking was yesterday, but it's Tuesday. This week's going to cripple me because tomorrow's Wednesday and it's my half day and I still don't know what I'm doing. So on Monday I went and did my food shop. Well, I did my usual monthly big shop, so I usually buy all of the bulky items that I need for the month, you know, washing powder and stuff like that. I think I did sort of mention it in my last video, but I ended up not putting everything through because everything just seems to be so expensive. I do usually, in previous months, had my blue light card discount like taken off straight away, whereas now they put it onto your rewards app. So I did get some money on that app for next time, but yeah, I £99.57 in the end. Yeah, so things are definitely going up in that respect. So that was the food. I filled the car with fuel on the Tuesday, so that was £44.09, and then my bank account did my little save the change into my little saver account that's attached to it. I do write it on here, but I don't put it into the budget because obviously it's still accessible money. Then I spent on the Wednesday, I went and did some holiday shopping, so I spent £20.99 out of my sinking fund. And I also picked, I've got an auntie that's got learning difficulties, and my mum asked me to pick her up from her day opportunities place, and she always likes to bring us cakes, but we pay for them, so it's not really bringing us cakes, but you know, she likes to feel like she's doing something. So that was £11.35. Was for a few homemade cakes. They are very nice. And then we picked some sandwiches up from the local butcher shop on the way home, so that was for lunch, so that was £12.50. These obviously were ones I not budgeted. Thursday I bought some things on Shein, I think it was £23.05. Was it? Yeah, I bought some holiday stuff. Oh no, I know what that was. That was for the things like suntan lotion. So that was £23.05. My Plum account took £14.54 out. Again, it's technically not something I've budgeted for, but I can pull it back into my budget if I need to. And I spent £3.60 in my miscellaneous, and again, I cannot remember off the top of my head what that was. Friday was a no spend day. Saturday I purchased my countdown for Slimming World, so it was £29.75 out of my that's a point, out of my Slimming World fund, so that was here. So there is just 25p left. I won't put it in my budget, but I am going to put it to one side just so that we can add that into my savings this week. So we're on the 13th, 6th, and we're going to zero that out. So minus 25p leaves us with nothing, so that's fine. So and the Sunday was when we went on holiday. So we picked my auntie up and took her for lunch. She wasn't coming on, she's not come on holiday with us. She lives in supported living. So I paid for lunch and obviously the bits on the ferry. So I paid for the dinner in the evening and the breakfast the next day, for example, and for me and mum a bottle of wine to have with the dinner, stuff like that. So that came to £103.02. The Monday when we got there was £123.99 of ferry costs that I paid, and the travelling of £60.11. So my mum had paid for the actual ferry transport cost, so which is why I bought all of the food and things that we used in there, and the travel costs as well. So I filled the car up with fuel because obviously we used quite a bit getting to where we were staying in Germany. So that was that. Because I was then on holiday, I didn't spend anything Tuesday and Wednesday. On the Thursday I ended up ordering a new bikini from Shein because any big busted ladies that watch this channel may agree with me. I had an issue with the underwire on one side of my bikini coming out, which basically means that it's of absolutely no use. So I have ended up throwing that one. So I've ordered another one because I am going away on holiday with my other half in July. So I just needed to replace that. Friday was no spend, Saturday was no spend, and Sunday was a no spend. Obviously I did spend stuff, but I'd taken my holiday currency for that and it all came out of that, so it wasn't too bad at all. So that's the spending done. and I will attempt to take you through everything, so I apologise if it's a bit of a mishmash this week. So the rollover was £1,798.46, and I brought in a side hustle of £10 from Vinted, so that was £1,808.46. My life insurance went out as expected, so did the water, the Currys insurance, my Prime, the account fee, TV licence, mortgage, union costs, car tax, council tax, and credit card. They all went out exactly as I was expecting, and then these ones down at the bottom are the ones that I'd technically budgeted for at the end of May, but they didn't come out because of bank holiday, so that's why they've come out a little bit late. So my mobile phone ended up being £3.77. Love saying that, because I was expecting it to be about 60 quid. That's what I budgeted for. My internet was £33.74, so slightly less than I was expecting, but only by pennies. Car insurance £42.55, utilities £100, and my car loan £159.82. So that was a total bills for the week of £897.61, leaving me with £910.85. So my food, I spent £99.97, fuel £48.59, spent the full 20 of the spends and full miscellaneous of the 5, and then all the extras came to £141.41. So that was a total expense of £314.97, leaving me with £595.88. So then we get on to the challenges. So I have got 150, 60, 70, 80, 90, £2.10, £2.30, £2.35, £2.36, £2.38, £2.40 for challenges. So I will just leave them to one side until we finish this week. The sinking funds, if you saw my last video, I put everything in that I wanted to, plus the £20 Uno challenge funds or distribution, so that was £100 as expected, so that is £102.40. So just get my calculator. So 595.88 minus £102.40, so that was £493.48. So my debt, I haven't really done much this week, if I'm honest, and I'm not planning to this month now. So the family debt, my credit card that I normally put money in and to, I haven't actually sent any, because I know I've got holiday. I knew I had this holiday coming up, and I knew I'd probably spend more than I'd actually got in the currency. I decided not to put that in, because I can do that at the end of the month if I've got anything left over in my account, as I usually do. Plus my lump sum is coming, the NHS lump sum is coming at the end of June payday, in which case my plan is to pretty much get rid of my family debt before anything else, and then we can look at what leeway there is after that, and my family members are fine with that, so that's no problem. And then my overdraft was literally 4p, so that was the total debt of 4p this week. So that means we shall take off the 4p, and that takes us to £493.44. So that is that. I'll do all of this at the end, now that I've got that in the budget. So the rollover was £493.44, and I brought over £90 and 20p of savings from my savings, just to cover things that I had actually spent. I've pretty much, in fact, I think I've got rid of, I've literally used everything out of my credit card fund now, which is not ideal, but I would rather take it out of the savings than end up stuck towards the end of the month. And in my head, I always put whatever as extra back into credit card anyway at the end of the month, just before I get paid, so we can cover it there. So that is £583.64 for the week. The only thing that went out was, as expected, the house insurance, but that's actually gone down. It's the only insurance I seem to find that actually goes down every year instead of up. So that went down a little bit. So £34.25, which gives us £549.39. Obviously, I had none of my usual weekly wallets because I was away. So the only expenses I had was the extras that I spent, which was £195.02. So that left us with £354.37. Obviously we haven't saved anything into that, so that left us with that right amount, so that's fine. And then my overdraft was actually only 94p. So we'll take minus 0.94, so that leaves us with £353.43, which is not hugely different to what we were budgeting for at the time, so that's not a problem. So we'll just pop the roller over in there of 35343. Yeah, so I've got a few bills going out this week: Freeman's, Curry's, the dishwasher, nothing too much, and I have moved some money over, like I said, from credit cards, which we will show you. I will show you, there's no we, when we do the check-in next week. So the only thing then I think I need to do is the challenges. So we will put that £1 into the puzzle challenge, I think, if I can find what I've done with it. See, things have not got any better. I've like tidied up, and I've tidied up everything on top of it. So put these back over here now. So have I got another £1 on here? Yes, I have. So I've got £1 there, so we can put that in. So we'll use the blue. So this feels like really slow going, is this puzzle challenge, but actually because I've changed some of the pound coins that I've been putting in for notes when I've needed change for like the dice challenge, I've actually got quite a bit in here. It doesn't look it from there, but yeah, so I'm quite happy with that. It's a nice slow burner, but I feel like I'm getting somewhere with it. Right, and then we have got 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 110, 20, 30, 40, 50. So that's 150, 160, 162, 164, 165. So £1.65, and we will get the penny savings out. So we will take off the 90p, which leaves us with 75, and I have got that one as well. So we'll take the 90 and the 75. I have mentioned before about condensing this so that we've just got the higher numbers in, but whilst ever I'm able to sort of cross things off, we'll just leave them. It's not a problem. So we'll shut that, and we will just get Bertha out. There we go. And we'll just pop all those into that. So that's Bertha done with for this week. And I think that should be everything. I really hope that I've explained everything. I'll be honest, it really has confused my head, because we're in another week, and it's taken me a little while of just sitting down and looking at everything in my bank and stuff, so that I can work out exactly where I am. I wouldn't normally do 2 weeks, and I certainly wouldn't normally do 2 weeks into the next week, but yes, we haven't got much of a choice. So I am going to film straight after this my cash stuffing for, what week are we going to begin now? Oh, week 3. Yeah, week 3 of June. It is a 5-week month, but at least it means I'm like halfway through, and I will pop that up as soon as possible, along with this one. Hope you've all had a lovely weekend. I hope you've had a really nice week. I know that the weather's been nice here over the weekend, and it is glorious today. And I'll be honest, I've been on the coast in Germany, and it was hot because I've burnt, but it was really nice and breezy, whereas here there's just no wind. So I hope you've all stayed nice and comfortable, get the fans out in the cold water and things like that. Until next time, guys, thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you in my next one.